Common foods found in Central America include beans and corn is typically in the form of tortillas eaten at every meal, and this is daily, typically by the poor. Rice is also very common with every meal. Some meats include beef, pork, poultry, and eggs. Seafood, including fish, shellfish, sea turtles, and iguana. Fresh cheese or meat is added when available. Garnishes to dishes include fried plantains, pickled vegetables, and avocado salad. And in wealthier areas, meat, poultry, fish, tortillas, bread, avocado salad, fried plantains, and pickled vegetables are normally consumed. Appetizers include slivers of broiled beef, bites of meat or cheese-filled pastry, soft-boiled turtle eggs, and this is typically more so in urban regions. And also appetizers include soups, salads, and coconut bread, which is a specialty on the Caribbean seacoast. Popular dishes include enchiladas, tamales, empanadas, and soups and stews. And common desserts in Central America include custards, ice creams, cakes, fritters, nogada, which is a candy, sweetened baked plantains, ices made with fruit syrups, and rice pudding. Typical beverages in Central America include coffee and hot chocolate, also cold beverages called refrescas made with tropical fruit flavors, also fermented beverages and distilled drinks. Common fruits and vegetables include bananas, coconuts, guava, grapes, mangoes, and cauliflower, carrots, sweet potatoes, and plantains, pumpkins, onions, and many more. In Guatemala, black beans are typically simmered with spices, and they're either pureed or fried and paired with rice. Also, enchiladas and tamales are specialties on occasions in Guatemala. In El Salvador, especially, is called pupusas, which is a thick tortilla filled with chicharrones, cheese, and black beans. Foods here are typically fried, and other common ingredients include corn, beans, tomatoes, chilies, and turkey. In Costa Rica, rice is typically served in the form of rice pancakes, and here many foods are cooked with herbs and seasonings. In Panama, a specialty is called sancocho, which is a stew of pork, beef, ham, sausage, tomato, potato, squash, and plantains. In Nicaragua, red beans are more common, and this is paired with rice, also tamales, and many soups made with coconut milk. And then a common drink in this area is called tiste, which is roasted corn, cocoa powder, sugar, cold water, and cracked ice beverage. In Belize, seafood specialties include conch and sea turtle, and coconut milk flavors many dishes. In Honduras, seafood specialties are also conch and sea turtle, as well as coconut milk flavoring many dishes, and also French bread is very popular in this region as well. Now for dietary patterns in Central America, grains and corn are more so of their typical in their typical meal pattern, as well as wheat flour. Fruits include many of the tropical fruits I described before, as well as the vegetables, and usually vegetables are pickled. Now for the meat and beans, legumes include the black beans and the red beans, and meats are not as common as legumes, as well as the poultry, pork, and the fish, the shellfish, and the sea turtle eggs. Dairy is normally in the form of fresh cheese, and sometimes in evaporated milk and cream. And fats are their lard, butter, vegetable oils, and shortening. In Central America, the daily consumption of legumes provides adequate fiber. Also, rice and corn are the main source of grains at every meal. And with every meal containing beans and legumes and and others having meat, poultry, seafood, protein needs are met. However, due to expense and limited resources in some areas in Central America, there may be iron deficiencies. Fruits and vegetables typically accompany meals, providing many vitamins and minerals, and vegetables usually accompany a main meal, and fruits are usually served as a snack or dessert. But other than cheese, many other dairy products are not consumed regularly. Many foods in their diet contain high sodium, such as the pickled vegetables, the processed meats, and the soups and stews. With high sodium, this may be leading causes of high blood pressure. Also, many sweets are enjoyed containing a lot of sugar and fat, and these may lead to higher rates of diabetes. Also, lard and coconut milk are widely used, and these both contain very high amounts of saturated fat, and saturated fat may lead to increased rates of cardiovascular disease. When comparing Central America to the United States dietary patterns, there are some similarities, but there's a lot of differences as well, such as Central America consumes more rice and corn as their biggest grain components, whereas in the United States, wheat plays the main role. In Central America, there's a higher consumption of beans, which adds more fiber, and in the United States, more so, fiber needs are not as well met. Also in Central America, more natural whole foods are used for cooking, whereas in the United States, there's a lot more processed and prepackaged meals. And in the United States, oils and butter are used as fats for cooking, whereas in Central America, lard is predominantly the cooking fat used. And in Central America, there is a much lower dairy consumption compared to the United States.